Okay, so welcome everybody. Let's start. Welcome to the presentation about the Qt on BlackBerry 10. I'm Vladimir, and I'm leading the Qt team in BlackBerry. And we take care, certainly, about Qt, logically. And we all are with Qt for a pretty long time. So I started in Qt before 2006 when I joined Trolltech. Trolltech is the original developer of Qt, and I will be talking about this a little bit more. And quite some guys in my team also have a long track with Qt development. And we got quite some crowd here, and I would like to do a small poll of opinions here. So who of you guys have development experience with Qt? Ooh, okay. And who of you did Cascades development on BlackBerry 10? Okay, and Cascades development on BlackBerry 10 without Qt? Okay, so this was actually, the last question was a catch question, and some of you actually said, yes, but it's technically not possible. So if you do Cascades development, you also develop with Qt. And I will also explain this later. Okay, our agenda for today is fairly simple. There are just 3 topics you should take with you today from the session. The first topic is to learn how Qt is used on BlackBerry 10. The second topic is more about you. How you are using this, or how you'll be using it. I used to have here how you can use it. I removed it because actually it's not the question of ability, it's just there. Then I will talk a little bit how we work, and there's a certain reason for this. We work fully open source, and you guys have a chance also to participate in this. And at the end, I will give you a small sneak preview of what is going to happen in the future, what our next works, and what will be coming next. Okay, so those of you who don't know what Qt is, this is just one slide. I actually got this from DJ. DJ is the owner and main developer of Qt since September 2012. Qt is a cross-platform framework. It is, has a broad industry use, best documented, rock solid, and interesting point is that actually developers love it. So I heard from a developer in a large company who started using Qt, he sent an email to an internal mailing list saying that software development is fun again. So quite some people in the community, sorry, quite some people in the community, they really love using this technology. As you notice on the slides, it also says cross-platform. And compared to, for example, Java, which is also cross-platform, it has a different notion of being cross-platform. You don't share the binaries or some executables or whatever in the Qt. Basically, all it's all about is save your time to be more creative. So you share your source code. So your source code is supposed to be compatible, can be compiled and deployed on different platforms. Platforms do have differences, and Qt talks about it. So it's, nobody says that it's really 100% fully compatible, because it's just technically it's a nonsense. And there are ways how to work with this, and Qt does support this in different ways. And BlackBerry 10 is also an example of using this. Yeah, and on the right side, again, pretty broad industry use, quite some people and companies there also using Qt in the industry. Qt is fully open source. You can download this from Gitorios, and it is also available on a dual license. So there's a commercial license, and there are 2 versions of open source LGPL and GPL licenses. It's up to you, up to your project, how you are going to use it. Okay, the next slide is more entertaining. I will tell you a love story. So the love story, this is the story how Qt felt, vice versa, how BlackBerry felt in love with Qt. So some time ago, the earth was hot, and yeah. So, but seriously, there was a team in RIM, a kind of friends of team of Qt. So those folks also used to use Qt in other projects, and quite some of them are really very good Qt developers. They start playing around with it and did some experiments, also did some hard work. And what they actually did is they ported Qt to Playbook. And in November 2011, there was a developer conference in California. And our VP of web technologies, not sure is he here in the audience, but he was giving a keynote and holding Playbook and saying, okay, we have got Qt here. So I was in the audience, and I can tell you that everybody was stoned, because the content of this keynote was not basically pre-announced, so people didn't expect it. Wow, what's it? So, and this was basically also not really the beginning of the internal development on a new platform. It was ongoing at this time, but it was one of the results. Today, Qt is also available on Playbook. So you can use Qt developing for Playbook, but it is not bring your own basis. So it is not integrated in a device firmware. You have to compile it, and you have to include libraries in a sorry, in the assets file of assets section of your application. So by the internal development of BlackBerry 10 was going on, and it became sorry, it became like really big project with quite some tasks in development. And people at Research in Motion this time, they got on board KDAP. This is a company with quite some large experience in Qt, also with a long track since the time when the Earth was hot. And they also did quite some work and some fundamental works on Qt for BlackBerry 10 and also on QNX. And in May 2012, watch the timeline, it just was slightly above half a year later, there was the first dev alpha device with Qt on board. So Qt was integrated in the firmware, and there's a substantial difference between the Playbook and BlackBerry 10. So Qt is on board on BlackBerry 10. Sometime later, the project became larger and more important, certainly quite some work to be done. And there was the start of the Qt team. And as you certainly know, it's hard to miss, especially in this event, we launched BlackBerry 10 on January 30th. It contains Qt 4.x, and specifically put X on it because we are constantly in development, and we also take changes in the upstream Qt and integrate it in the firmware. So we're keeping Qt up to date in BlackBerry 10. The vision for 2013, sorry, this is the start of the BlackBerry 10 on the market, and I hope you guys, if somebody is developing Qt in the community, can contribute it. And I hope very much that next year I will be not on this stage, so some of you guys will be giving a talk of some works in community done on BlackBerry 10. Okay, so how Qt is used on BlackBerry 10. As you certainly know, the development environment consists of 4 blocks, and Qt is inside of the native block. So if you go to the website and start navigating from the top down, sometimes there is a choice between so-called core native and cascades. It's basically more or less a split in documentation because a pretty large amount of content, so they made a split between core native and cascades. Regardless where you go, you will sooner or later use Qt. And we have also our homepage and a core native section of the SDK. So the native SDK, if you take a look inside, it looks like a big play box with the many things inside. Some of them are integrated in an actual SDK. Some of them you can use it. They are known as working or hosted on a GitHub. You can compile them and use it with BlackBerry 10. So it targets 3 main groups of developers: Cascades developers, Qt GUI developers, or game developers. It doesn't mean certainly that you cannot write a game with Cascades or you cannot write a game with Qt purely, but just the main focus. So those folks with gaming development in mind, they have, for example, used Unity and some other engines and more focus on OpenGL stuff. That's kind of, the board is fairly blurry. And Cascades and Qt GUI developers, they certainly use Qt. We already noticed this slightly strange difference if we talk about UI, so we talk about cascades and talk about the UI on the Qt side. I will talk about it later. There are some things to notice, but in general, it's not a big deal, and this is all for your benefits. So let's take a look how Qt is actually structured. So as the whole of the native SDK, we sit on top of QNX. QNX own, so to say, system APIs from operating system. There are also some system APIs specifically for BlackBerry. The porting of Qt was done in a fairly standard way. Qt provides so-called QPA plugin. QPA stands for Qt Platform Adaptation. It's relatively new, and it simplifies porting of Qt on new platforms. Beside this, QPA takes care of the rendering and event processing. This is the main focus. Behind this, the source code of Qt also contains some QNX-specific adaptations, plus, again, some BlackBerry-specific adaptations. So all in a Qt box and also all upstream. Inside, there are some, for those of you who know Qt, there's some blocks for different modules. Some of them are UI modules for UI development. Some of them are core modules like core itself, Qt core, Qt network, or, for example, Qt at scale. So the one omission of this point, so if some of you who know Qt better or in more detail, we currently do not have Qt WebKit as a model. It's not available yet. We will be working on this in the future. So we would like to provide a really high-quality WebKit support there. And this is actually not easy, and just in a neighbor room there. So people explaining how the web technology works and in another talk. What we also got is a Qt Creator plugin. Qt Creator is a standard development environment for Qt. And this specialized for BlackBerry contains some features supporting the development process. We're almost done with this, like 80 or 90% with it, just small works to be completed. And hopefully, we'll not touch it again because there are quite some other works also required for around Qt. The functionality is relatively simple. So on top of that, we had a set of Cascades APIs, and I specifically split the Cascades APIs in two groups. It's UI framework itself and non-UI APIs. So sometimes this border is also not that easy like these two boxes. So sometimes there are some APIs which are still on system level, use two sides of the application, UI and non-UI. But still, let's keep this split. On top of this, we got two classes of other applications. And again, this is Qt UI APIs and Cascades UI APIs, apps, sorry. Why we talk about this difference? And this is a small story also about the Cascades itself. So the Cascades UI framework development was started before quite some things have been added and developed in Qt. So Qt 5 is actually a version of Qt which addresses a lot of needs and requirements from mobile and embedded platforms. Qt 5 was not available in the time when Cascades started the development. So Cascades uses its own rendering engine. So it is based on a scene graph, and basically rendering is split between the client side, which is your app, and there's another rendering thread which runs also in the client space, in the same process space, but different thread and rendering to the screen. So certainly it collides with the standard Qt applications, which is Qt 4.8. So server takes the entire screen from Cascades, and if you have a Qt application which also accesses the screen, it just cannot load the plugin, which I mentioned before, to address the screen. So basically, for now, for today, I'd like to underline this, you cannot mix UI code from Qt and Cascades UI code. But you can do many other things. And we have some plans to work and explore how it can be mixed, and there are even today some ways how you can mix it using, for example, cards or invocation framework. OK, so this is the slides to underline just the difference. Again, you have Qt UI apps, and those apps can use non-UI APIs from Cascades, and there are quite some of them. Actually, almost 1/3 of the entire set of APIs is non-UI APIs. And if you are writing Cascades UI app, certainly you can access to the whole set of APIs. Yeah, so Qt is broadly used in the platform itself, so it certainly powers Cascades and thus all major applications, like this small set of examples, PIM app, BBM, music, and many others. They all use Qt somewhere under the hood. Yeah. So certainly, next, and more importantly, step about you, how you can use Qt. So those of you who come from the Qt side, there are a couple of past choices, but before we talk about this, a small advertisement. Today at 4:15 there will be another talk from 2 persons from my team. They will be showing actually developing a game in front of you. Hopefully this all will work well. Doing this from scratch, more or less. So starting explaining you how the command line tool works, how Qt Creator works. And they also use platform APIs, this non-UI side that I mentioned before. So my strong advice to go there. Tomorrow at 9:30, KDAP folks will give a training, kind of lab, with best practice for Cascades and Qt development. Also strong advice going there. Yeah, now back to our path choices. So if you are coming from the Qt side, we have a couple of choices what you can do. So some of you certainly have a certain Qt application and just want to start. So it does work. So certainly you need to change a few things to get application working, and I will show you a couple of them in the demo. And this is largely source code compatible. Certainly if you use widgets a lot, quite some changes required. For example, file selection dialog box from the Qt, it just makes no sense on an embedded device, logically. Then some of you might have an application which shares the source code with some other platforms. So especially those who develop either an enterprise sector application, some others, it's certainly a good point. So maybe you like to share parts of the code with Mac or with Windows or Linux and do only some specific UI stuff, some platform stuff on a BlackBerry side, for example. It's also a choice maybe for you to go for now. And other platforms or another direction is to maybe your application is like nothing else, totally different. There's 2 examples. So actually examples from Qt. It's the calculator example, and I'm not sure how it's called exactly. I think dialer or so. So basically, it is a slider which also reflects this position on this machinery display. Okay, so another part is certainly Cascades. So strong advice to use Cascades basically for anything else. Your advantages certainly you have deep integration with the native services, native APIs, and you also can implement the authentic BlackBerry 10 UI experience. So there are small examples here. So here, let's see if this toy works. Yeah, it works. So this is also an example from Cascades. I think it's called navigation bar. So you have got, so this bar here on the bottom, you don't need to take care how to render and do all this. You just declare this once, and this is there. So if you press here, another screen appears, and basically it slides from the side. And this is called actions. So you have integrated an action here, which you can either provide specifically for your application, or how it's shown on a picture application example. There are also some actions which are available from the system. So you can include system-wide actions, which are all the same for all applications and use those services. So this is not possible with Qt, and it's not available with Qt out of the box. So in a certain effort, certainly you can implement it, but it will take quite some time, and probably you need the time for something else more reasonable. So if you decide still to stick with Qt, there are some choices available. I already mentioned this dialer application, which is typically really something like from an embedded device. What we also provided is we provided this, two styles, which change the appearance of widgets. So one dark style, one bright style. Not all widgets, not all Qt widgets have this style or support this style. We just made some of them which really make sense on a mobile platform. And maybe in the future we will just provide a broader support or maybe provide this style even on a desktop platform. Let's see how it works. Okay. Again, I mentioned before, you also have non-UI APIs, and there is a large selection of them. The folks from another talk, which I mentioned before, they will show you how to use sensors, if I am not very much mistaken about the content of the talk. So sensors is provided on the platform. You can also use Bluetooth. And my advice, if you have some questions about the Bluetooth APIs, you can ask this in the talk I'm talking about, the next one. And certainly some other APIs which are not on the list, so just a large list you can use in your application as well. Okay, so your first steps. So I will just do a quick run because I noticed that quite some of you really already are aware of this and have some experience. So certainly download the NDK, you register and get your signing keys. The next step is to check our, for now, small and new homepage, developer.blackberry.com Qt. And we also run a homepage on the Qt project. It is also edited not only by us, but also from some people from community and who are using Qt also on other platforms and in their applications. It is a more or less starting homepage, which also leads you to some other sections about Qt Creator and so on. By time, we might be moving some of the content, which is more focused really on BlackBerry 10 specific implementation to our homepage. But this Qt project homepage will stay forever as a place for the community. Download Qt Creator, and current version is 2.6, I think 0. But you can also download a snapshot, and this is what I will be using in a demo. It provides some additional features in the plugin, which are pretty handy and useful. Certainly should try Momentix IDE. So it has very tight integration with QNX, which is currently not available in Qt Creator. I'm not sure we'll be doing this because it's just too much. So you can do a lot of profiling, performance tuning, and so on. And your Qt development should be working in QNX as well. So it's just a matter of what you prefer. Get hello world application done, and certainly get a real application done. So, and this is what we are going to do now. So let's see if everything will be collaborating with me. So there, okay. So what I will be actually using simulator just to save the time on transferring the application code to the device. And we will take a look how applications work on a device later on as well. So here, if you open new file or project, that's probably what most of you will do. So you get a wizard. It shows you a selection of different things. You also notice, by the way, you can also create a Cascades application here as well. What I will show is first this one. So certainly a title. So just, as I said, we'll use a simulator. Let's select this one. So you can also add this to the version control. Icon, you can skip it, so default icon will be used. Icons will be used. And now basically you're almost done here, just to check that you got the bug. Just I pressed Command R. It stands for basically running. So this is our first quick application. So we can take a brief look, and this is basically a teaser for the next station. So the entire application looks like this. So for most of you, it's very familiar. What it has a QML application viewer. The folks from the next talk will be explaining you to in more details. It's not a big deal. What actually works, and this is relatively funny, and also just to show you that let's switch to this one. To show you that I can reuse quite some of the declarative. Sorry about that. So declarative, and I've got calculator. So calculator is the screenshot I showed before. So we can basically take that one and go to our projects files, put it in here. And what I do here is just to change it. Just realize it's actually cut off a little bit. Okay, now it's good. Calculator, no spelling mistakes. Save. Okay, so this is what we saw. So basically what I did right now is replacing the simple QML file with quite some other files. And this is also a kind of trick, since if you open the asset file, and this is a functionality from still, so this is low resolution, it's kind of really difficult to show. So it's basically a bar file, which you're probably familiar with. Bar file describes how the application is installed on the platform. It basically tells the system just take everything which is in the QML folder and install it as an asset file. So it basically takes everything and just loads it away. So, and now if you do this and put it in the landscape, you realize this doesn't look the way how you probably like to use calculate in landscape mode. And this is something what you will probably need to do in this adaptation phase. So certainly calculator was done probably as an example for the desktop. Now what you rotate is the screen on the desktop, and this is something what you will need to do. Okay, so what we can also do here as a demo, we can start another project. Let's take examples. Let's take VB10 widget application. So again, working with simulator. Continue. What we actually can do here is include some logo here. Let's take this one. It's not good. Okay, this one is better. Yeah, it will be rescaled. Let's take that one. Okay, so also landscape. I've got some here. Got some here. So as you probably know, those files will be shown when the application starts. And if your application is very large, it's also a kind of trick to use the time. So basically, small advice is just to make a screenshot of the first screen of the application, put it as a splash screen, and user will get an impression that application is immediately there. But indeed, it does some work on a.
The tips on taps on the screenshot, where do they go?
They don't go anywhere.
So basically, this would cause. Okay.
Yeah, the question was what happens if the user taps on the screen when the splash screen is shown. I'm pretty sure that it will not go anywhere. So because your application is basically not running. And by the way, questions, if you have some urgent questions since you don't understand something, or then shut. Otherwise, I hope we'll get some time at the end to answer your questions. Okay, so let's see how this works. Yeah, so the thing which surprises me, this is simulate is fairly large. Okay, let's keep it this way. Okay, so let's stop it. What I can do here, still like to show you a little bit from the actual Qt. So some of you who use Qt on the desktop, should be not a big surprise here. But what I can do is just to show, well, that still can do quite some things here. So let's put a small example here. So delete this one. So this one uses a widget with a default layout. It's basically, a, not mistaken, vertical layout here. And let's put some basic UI elements here. Containers, simple elements. Progress bar. No one button. Progress bar. Almost normal. Take horizontal slider and I'll take a push button. Okay. So, oops. Save all. Run it. Okay. So how do you like it? Looks very ugly, right? First it doesn't react here. Slider doesn't do anything, and it looks really ugly. So in terms of looking ugly, I mentioned, I'm sorry, let's take this one away. Mentioned we did a style. Application, set style, string, then dark. So we got a style here. Oh, I think I need to change it. Stop it. And then run it again. So we put this, I mentioned on the slides. Done. So now it looks better. So we got a slide which is very much like the native UI. Still, it is basically simulation of what you got on the Cascades UI. So again, this is for those of you folks who have already widget UI application and like to get started. So certainly it doesn't provide you all this fancy things with actions and card, and especially invocation framework is pretty powerful. So push button doesn't do much. Let's finish maybe this one. So connect. UI. Yeah. Was push button? Yeah, was push button. Signal. Clicked. Then interesting thing, there is a special object or special variable which points to the global application objects if you start it. So I don't need to address this one, I can just take it. And there is a slot in this one which basically is quit. This is what we want to do. So stop it, run it. Oh, okay. Nobody interrupted me. This wasn't missing. Okay, push button, exit. Okay. So this is stop. Actually, what I also noticed, is, okay, basically, if you noticed, the splash screen is not shown. Just got a new icon. But I think that the loading of the application is just too fast for this. Okay. I think it shows I have a calculate application on the device, and sometimes it is coming up. But still, the application is, I think, they're just by far too simple for this stuff. Okay. Where's my slides? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So I noticed, as I mentioned before in the beginning, how do we work? So I actually wanted to explain this a little bit because I do hope that people from the community and also you developers, if you have some needs, can participate in this process. And just like to start with this small few key principles. So first of all, we do work by contributing to Qt-project.org, to Qt as open source. There are no proprietary changes, so they all return to Qt. How Qt project currently works, all the features and generally all the changes, they go to Qt 5 first, and then I port it to Qt 4. So this is a certain, also on our side, certain investment in Qt 5 as well. This is a kind of rule. Technically, it does work that you can do a change in Qt 4, but community wants to get Qt 5 larger and richer. And all the what we have done for BlackBerry, it's also available on Qt 5. We do have internal branches, but they are used just for integration and builds. We also have just a few commits internally or reverts just for, let's say, integration purposes. Sometimes there are changes in upstream which we cannot take or which produce regressions, but we need to make a build for the next release, so we need to revert certain things. But at the end of the day, this all is returned back to Qt. And another guy in our office, he is also watching all these internal commits, writing on the whiteboard. We just have 3. So, for example. We also do a local continuous integration system, which is based on Jenkins. And the sense of it is also to ensure the quality. Currently, it is internally. Since like 3 days ago, it went public, so we got it accessible from the outside. And the idea is to integrate it with the overall development process in Qt. I will show you a picture later how it generally works. I'm also glad to refer here that BlackBerry is going to become a Tier 1 platform in Qt in basically this year. So for those of you who don't know, Tier 1 platform in a Qt context means that all development should be tested on this platform. And if there are regressions, then those changes are not accepted. So it is relatively high ranking, and it means also shows that the importance of the platform for Qt. For now, there are, as far as I know, 4 more platforms, also including desktops, for example, and BlackBerry will be one of those. And I also like to mention that currently, platform is new, so our main focus are needs from internal teams. And it's also, if somebody who tried to talk to us, we have really barely any spare time to take care of some community concerns, also work with our developer relation folks to address issues from developers from in the community and help them. But currently, we're still working on the platform, and this is where the most of the time is also invested. Hopefully, it will be changing later. So this picture shows actually how we work. It's a little bit of an overview. So there are 2 sides. On the left side is Digia. It's our other partner, owner of Qt. They also run Qtproject.org. This is actually a website because there are 2 or 3 more websites or web servers accessible by web. One is Code Review, which is based on Gerrit. Another one is Gitorious, which is using Git. And there's also Jenkins CI system, which Qt also started using. In the past, there was a different CI system. We basically use this environment in public, so we use Gerrit and Git to commit and also discuss all the changes. The way how it works, we actually commit first to supply your commit to Gerrit. It gets through the review, then it's pushed to the staging server. If it doesn't fail on the staging server and certainly passes the review, then the approver can submit it for merging. And sometimes the integration, your commit gets integrated and also published in the mainstream Qt. Internally, we also have a Git repository, but this is basically for integration purposes. And it's also used for our folks in integration and builds who are actually making the images of the devices, certainly with Qt included. We also have our internal Jenkins server, and in the future, we'll be using the device connected to the Jenkins server and publishing the results of the CI to the public CI system. So this means, and this is the target of this exercise, is if somebody is making change in Qt, so I believe we will be knowing about, it will be some regressions, so we'll know maybe in 1 or 2 hours, it will be reported to the staging server, and we'll get alerted. And actually, in the past, we had already twice, it was a commit in the upstream Qt once, which produced regressions, and we needed to revert it. So it's an important process, because otherwise, it will lead pretty large problems. Also, our Cascades developers will not be lucky about this. So it was some long evenings in the past. But anyway, so if some of you working on Qt, you are welcome. Here's all contributors on this side. There is a border there, but it's just really our internet and your internet access and our internet access. We all work upstream. There's no big difference. We are the same developers like you, no privileges in terms of Qt development. OK, so what's next? Next is still, as mentioned, take care of the issues. So there are some improvements required in the current builds. So it's pretty decent software already today, and I use this on my daily basis, BlackBerry 10 device. And still, there are some improvements required. Homepage, as mentioned, is very new. It contains just few articles in generic sense. We should publish quite some more stuff in there. Already mentioned the integration of the CI system, and then we have Qt 5 on the list, on QNX and BlackBerry 10. And this is actually the next thing I will be talking about. So who of you used Qt 5 already? Ooh, OK. OK, so Qt 5, I mentioned in the beginning in my Cascade story, so it actually introduced a lot and brought a lot of important features and improvements, especially for mobile platforms. It's today all new features, so Qt 4.8 is basically frozen already, so there is no major release, there will be no feature additions. So if you like to add some features, formally speaking, it should be done on Qt 5. This is where innovation happens. And enthusiasts can still use Qt 5 on BlackBerry 10. So there is a guide on the internet, on Qt project site, how to build it, how to package it. And I will be showing this in the demo, how it works. Internally, we currently have discussions what will be the right point to introduce Qt 5 on BlackBerry 10. Certainly, major concern is you guys developing applications. There should be no break for you. It should be a smooth process because you have to like to rely on the APIs and all the content. And we'll be discussing how to do it in the right way. So certainly, the intention is to provide the best features and the newest software for your development. And there will be some more details, I think, in the course of this year. OK, so now we'll do a Qt 5 demo. So let's get back to the Qt Creator. So again, if you go here to the wizard, we put a special wizard where you can even select either Qt 5 GUI application or Qt 5 Qt Quick 2 application. Basically, the process is totally the same. VV10, Qt 5, test. Continue. This away. Simulator. OK. continue, continue, done. Click this away, so we got this one. Clean. Control R. Okay, sorry. Something happened here. Test debug. Oh, this is a good point. I didn't select the right target. So the current target is a standard NDK, and I have got this one. So Qt create supports several kits. So kits is composed of certain Qt version with several targets, plus a device which you can configure. So a lot of stuff on the screen. Those guys in the next session, they will tell you about the details, how to configure all this. So I just forgot to change it to the Qt5 kit. And where's the simulator? What? On sleep mode. Install. What is faster? When is the sleep mode? Man, how's that possible?
Sorry if I say it so openly, but the emulator is the worst piece of garbage in the disgrace to research motion.
Seriously? Seriously? Okay.
Literally, I go so far, you can ask my wife, she's one of the E-sessions, that even on the aeroplane, the cramped Air Berlin short-haul aeroplane, I take the BB-10
Okay.
development.
Okay.
The emulator is such garbage that the person who developed it should be forced to use it every day for 3 hours.
I trust this person is doing this. Trust me. Yeah, we know
That
it's.
explains the quality of the emulator.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly, emulator has a couple of issues.
Very impressive
And-
features. It drives you crazy, costs you lifetime, makes you hair gray.
Yeah. Yeah, look at my hairs. Okay. And here's the Qt5 demo. How you like it? Certainly exciting. So, trust me, this is not the Qt5 demo I want to show you. This actually switched me to my slides again. So the real Qt5 demo is powered by qtcoding.com. There's some folks in open source, pretty skilled. So they sat once down and said, okay, let's try what is possible with Qt5. So they made a demo and put it on their website. If you go to this website, you can download the stuff and do the same. No rocket science at all. So I didn't do much for this, but it looks nice. And this is what I will be showing you. So let's start. Where is it? Here's it. Hopefully it's. So basically, it takes. It's actually a very large application, just focused on different effects and all the nice graphical things introduced in Qt5. You can do a couple of things. We can like select a new background. It's actually a kind of prototype of a movie player, media player. And in the info box, they added like a list of all the stuff what you can do with Qt5. Zero OpenGL code. It's just Qt. So let's take our emulator again. Okay, it's went to sleep mode again.
And you can have my BB10, sir. It's charged.
You know what? I have my own BB10. And I think maybe I will just switch to it. Actually, it does work on emulator.
Yes, I mean, sir, I know that these emulators are very difficult to create and everything.
Yeah.
But for practical development,
Oops.
work that counts.
Folks, is it the video problem again, or? No matter how many times you test it, it's always a surprise. No. Can we do something with this?
It's just going green again.
Just going green.
I really don't know why it would do that. It's
Okay.
okay before. You
Okay.
turned it off and on, and that made it work last time, didn't you? You rebooted it.
Okay.
Give
Should we try it?
it a try, but I
Okay. It's
I know
actually
it's
doesn't.
not this thing. It's
Okay.
whatever the communication.
Okay.
is.
Let's do this.
Sorry.
Okay, guys. So we'll repeat the demo just in a short while. If you have any questions, so show us after questions. Okay. Wait a second. So we've got a microphone here.
I'm
Was-
speak loud enough.
Can I repeat the question? Is this microphone question? Okay. Okay.
Regarding the use of non-cascade, a non-UI cascade API, can I use them in a classic Qt GUI product or not? Because the classic Qt GUI product uses Q application, and I had to manually start the event loop to use the purchase example. Is this still the case?
As I said, you can use. Okay, you can take. So if your application is written in Qt, you can use
UI. It uses the Qt GUI module.
Qt GUI. Yeah, Qt GUI, and then you can use non-UI platform APIs in this Qt GUI application.
But I have to be able to do this, I have to start the event service manually, the event loop, or not?
No, why? It's fully integrated. So again, if you go to those folks, they will show you this.
In the back there, okay.
Yeah. I was scratching the head. I think I said something, but there will be no showing. But it should be working. Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
What are your plans regarding Qt WebKit on Qt 5? Will it be delayed like in Qt 4, or should it work already? Because I was never able to compile it for Qt 5 on 10.
So the question was about Qt WebKit in Qt 5.
Right.
They are indeed compilation problems. I tried it myself some weeks and months ago. It didn't compile. There's a specific page now, so I think it should compile now on desktop, and there's a special page on our Qt project, wiki, BlackBerry page referring to this. There's a special page how to compile Qt WebKit also for BlackBerry 10. But it should be working better now.
It should work.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, you said that at the moment it's not possible to use Qt and Cascades together, and you're working on getting it to work together.
On UI level, yeah.
On UI level.
You can use
so
share
is there any timeline for that? Because I know that our customers do want to have really customized apps, so they don't accept any standard OS apps anymore. And it would be a pity if you have to repeat a lot of the stuff you get as navigation stuff and things, just because you have to customize. And I just see us not to have a normal standard OS app that's not happening in the app.
Yeah. I don't have a precise timeline for this yet, because it is basically not my timeline. There are folks from Cascades. We work basically in one team on the entire platform, and we should balance this with their need as well. So what is possible today, we are working on the timeline, just to complete what I said. But what I can do today, and it's technically possible, let's give it a try. I need to know this. No. Doesn't work. Okay, so everybody who wants to see it in color, in many colors on this device, can come to me. Okay, just to complete the question, what's technically possible today, you can use cards in the invocation framework, basically to display a native window. So in invocation framework, we can create a native window inside of Cascades, which is basically a hole on the screen in the display. And this hole can then display basically any content. I think it's another process. There are ways to integrate it in the event loop. what we wanted to do in the short term is to provide a kind of tutorial and extensive example how to do this on daily basis with all the code samples. I talked to a couple of folks in development, and we agreed that we will do this as next, published on the internet. So this one can work. So basically, you will get then this navigation bar on the bottom, and in the middle, you can have your Qt Quick application, whatever you have done there, running, for example, or widgets.
More questions? Okay, thanks. Regarding emulator, what about Qt Simulator for Cascades? Is there any possibility to get it one day? Because it's really much more fast. It's crap, but it's much more faster to develop with Qt Simulator than emulator or real device.
For the Cascades UI development or for Qt development?
For Cascades.
This is also possibly not something what I can do in my team. So it goes again back to the Cascades folks. So they need to integrate their rendering backend or on a desktop, and quite on some desktops. I can imagine it's quite some work. Yeah, good question. We can also discuss what is better, make the simulator better, or do this one. I don't know.
Thanks.
Yeah. Welcome. Okay. Any other volunteers for questions? Or we'll try my demo again. Okay. So I got assigned as just 5 minutes left. So if you guys still want to discuss something, we are here all around till the end of the event. And I'm also participating in this Ask the Experts round later on. So feel free to come, drop by, and ask something. OK, thanks a lot.